Wait! This is not a sales video. It's a quick tutorial on how to make your ads work better and bring profit. In this tutorial, I'll reveal to you a secret that has been used by big agencies to pull in customers for over 70 years and why you should do something totally different. Now, if you don't advertise, you'll still find this interesting because I will show you a different method you've probably never heard of on how to make your ads work and actually get customers. My name is Sani Mustafa from thetechpreneur.com. I'm a marketer. I help small business owners optimize their sales and turn advertising into profit. Alright, let's begin. If we're able to go back to the early 1950s, most of the popular brands you know today were built on mass marketing. We have Ford, Coca-Cola, Crest, Colgate. All this happened when TV ads were very profitable and they worked really well to gain attention and get customers. With mass marketing, there were no targeting options, no retargeting or lead generation. People just displayed ads everywhere and it worked. But after a while, as more people rushed in, TV, radio, newspapers and magazines were all filled with ads, so it became expensive. But it still worked. A few short years after the internet came, people stopped paying attention to TV. Blogs became newspapers, podcasts were the new radio, and everything became available on your phone. So here's why this is important. If you look back and analyze it, if the biggest brands were built on TV, newspapers, and radio, which were expensive, we now have all of those medium and channels of distribution in one single place, and more people are using it now than ever before. So for small business owners, guys like us who couldn't grow a brand on TV due to the cost, this is the best time to grow your business. According to Statistica, there are about 4.66 billion active internet users. These are eyeballs online. This means we are at the greatest time in advertising. So listen up. In 1966, after the internet exploded, after which we started having things like Google, MySpace and Yahoo giving us an opportunity to show our product to the world. I hope you're following this. Advertising on Google was widely profitable. Well, it is still profitable if you can make it work. But back then, it was insanely cheap. A lot of small business owners grew their brand on Google until the big slap happened. The algorithm changed. Google reduced the amount of space, then increased the cost, which was like a terrible slap for small business owners, and this put a lot of people out of the market. Only few people and big agencies could survive the slap, so the small guys were left broke. Until YouTube, Facebook, Instagram started sprouting out and came to the rescue, which made it easy for people to create content and use a set of data to target people in specific geographical location with specific information for pennies. Yes, pennies. If you would compare the cost it took back then to show a 60-second ad to 100 people with no real form of targeting, you will be paying thousands of dollars for way less exposure. Now you can do it for pennies. Let's take a look at Facebook. First, we had organic reach, where you could post the content without ads and get thousands of views. But then the algorithm changed again, which means we now have to pay money to promote our stuff. So people had to learn advertising. If they can't pay money to get a customer, they don't really have a business, right? You only have a business when you have customers. Due to this opportunity, we started facing an invasion of ads. Suddenly, everybody wants to advertise. Ads were everywhere, from your phone, on Facebook, blogs, even inside the apps you use. This was great news for the advertiser, the entrepreneur, the small business owner, the freelancer, but not for the customers. Because due to the amount of ads on social media, they developed a resistance which is called information saturation, where too much information caused them to ignore ads. So the only option is either to respond to the ad or ignore it. That's why advertising became a bit more difficult, but still profitable. That's not all. To defeat this problem, marketers became aggressive, hyped up claims and pumped up promises just to get noticed, and it worked. The good ones who could connect with their prospect emotions and write magnetic sales letters can still sell their product at large profit because they could use the art of persuasion. You see, this approach is okay and still profitable if you can use it, but the problem is most people who respond to ads don't buy immediately. Roughly about 3% of the population will buy your product immediately. So what about the remaining 97%? Let me explain. But first, grab a pen and paper, because here is where it gets really interesting. The market is always divided into three parts, like this. The buyers in pain or hot mode. These are the ones with a problem and need an immediate solution. This is where almost everybody goes after. They are little but easy to sell to. Next are the buyers in power, or the warm buyers. Now these ones are quite interesting. They have a problem or require a product, but they feel they don't need it right now, so they choose not to buy. That's what gives them power. They are very large in number, but generally harder to sell to. The last ones are time wasters, so we won't talk about them. They have no interest in your product and most likely will never buy from you. So the conventional approach is to go after the top 3% who are ready to buy now, right here, and sell to them. This happens in every market. In fact, your competitors are doing it. If you keep using this method, you might make some sales and get good profit, but because almost everyone is doing it, because almost everyone is using it, your customers can get exhausted and start to ignore you. So what is the solution? How can you make your product stand out and escape the danger of massive snubbing and get your customers' attention, convince them, and make them give you money? Well, it's simple. Stop rushing the sale. The problem why most people struggle is because they are rushing the sale. So stop rushing the sale. When you do this, you move from the first type of market into a place I call the hidden market, while everyone else is competing for only 3%. The reason why this works is because the number is larger and you have a better chance than those who go for a small fraction of the market. So the question is, how do you find these people? Wouldn't it be cool to know where they are, how to target them, and sell your product without competing with everybody? You spend less money on ads, you have a better opportunity, your business will become easier, and you'll probably make more sales. So are you interested in finding them? Well, here's how to do it. You come into the hidden market. When you come here, you'll discover it's a place that most of your competitors have no idea about. It will allow you to spend less money on advertising because your ads will convert better. And you don't even need to be the best copywriter to make this work. It is easier to sell people inside here. It is easier to sell to people inside here because there is almost no competition. Now, if you're still in doubt, let me remind you the story of a man who used this technique unconsciously to pull in 3 million leads. It was done in 1948 by Louis Engel. He worked as an editor for a prestigious Wall Street investment firm. He wasn't a savvy marketing guy, but had a crazy idea for a different kind of ad, and he suggested it to his bosses. They refused and said there is no way it would work. But after some persuasion, they gave in and agreed to run it on a small regional newspaper. And guess what? It shocked them to find out that this ad pulled 5,000 leads in its first week. The ad continued for some years and ended up pulling 3 million leads. So that's why you should advertise, and more importantly, why you should use your ads different than everyone else. If you like the sound of this and you want to put this stuff to work for your business, you should get my special report in the link below. In this report, you will discover 1. The glowing lantern technique, a simple strategy which allows you to sneak past your competition and dominate your market. 2. My simple 2-step sequence to take out the buying pressure and make it easier to close sales. 3. The millionaire lesson, a true story of how a company selling cooking items closed over 1.4 million naira by giving free food, and so much more. This special report costs $0. Seriously, it's free for now and will be available till 10 p.m. on Wednesday. And will be available till 10 p.m. on Sunday. When you click the link below this video, Just wait. I've set up a bot that will send it to you instantly. After you download it, you also get a quick action workbook. Yes, you have to do some work. Nothing too serious. Just a way to make this easier for you to understand and take action. Remember, when you click the link, you get an automated message giving you instant access to the special report. So I hope you enjoyed watching this video, because I enjoyed making it for you. Feel free to share with anyone you think might need this.